This is the Marvel Legends series Monster Venom Build-A-Figure. The figure is part of that whole Venom wave wherein you build the Monster Venom. The figure looks fantastic. I think it's terrific. Okay, the Yamaguchi's just there so that the lighting doesn't get whacked up or anything like that. And this is obviously the Venom figure that came in the wave. I absolutely love this figure. I was a little bit skeptical about it, if Hasbro was going to be able to pull this one off, but they did not disappoint. This is probably the best figure in the wave. I don't know, huh? But I am really liking it. The detail, the silhouette, the sculpt, absolutely wonderful. They totally nailed it with this one. It's got a few tendrils sticking out here and there. That's pretty cool. It's got his tongue like sticking out of that jaw. Wow. That is just terrifying right there. Very cool. Overall, I love the look. The scale is just great. Overall, I love the look of this particular Venom figure. I mean, the scale I think is fantastic. I think it's a very hefty, a very good Build-A-Figure. I'm really enjoying it. I wish they could have made this one sooner. And it's giving my Yamaguchi a run for its money. Run for his money. Look at this. Just fantastic. Paint apps for the figure. Despite having a large amount of white paint apps, there's very little to complain about. Sure, there are some imperfections with the way the white has been applied on. Not as clean and not as spot on as you want it to be. But it's overall acceptable. You get a lot of those like those sprayed paint, like the edges, jagged edges here and there. But that's just nitpicking. When you look at it overall, I think Hasbro's pulled it off. The plastic is made of this shimmery, glossy metallic finish. I like it. This is how the symbiote should be. And the face sculpt, nice paint on the teeth, the gums, those eyes. They're totally acceptable. Not a lot to complain about. So very happy and pleased with the details of the figure. Let's talk about articulation for the figure. The head is on a ball joint that is on a hinge. It's all the way up there and all the way down here. It's a shame the jaw does not move. Ratcheting ab crunch, waist swivel, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, single hinge elbow, I'd go up to there, ball hinge wrists, ball jointed hips, amazingly wide range of motion for the hips, thigh swivel, very tight thighs, by the way, when you attach it, very tight, double jointed knees that go all the way there. I guess this is a calf swivel or a mid-shin, mid-leg swivel. Ball hinge ankles with the rocker pivot. And I can understand why they made the cut here, because the second knee joint was way up here. If they had cut it, that would have weakened that joint. So, well done, Hasbro. Here is a size comparison of the Monster Venom with Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Venom, Marvel Legends Venom, Apocalypse, the Build-A-Figure, X-Men Wave. And as you can see, he's a very good sized Build-A-Figure. And he stands roughly head to toe 7.5 inches tall. So some final thoughts on this figure. It is terrific. I love it. It's going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. I think I might just go ahead and keep it. I really like it. I didn't expect to like it this much. If you've never picked up a Venom figure in this scale, in the 1/12 scale, like the Marvel Select or the Yamaguchi or the previously released version of this figure for the Absorbing Man Wave, I mean, I highly recommend you get this one. Now, if you don't want to pick up the entire wave all for yourself, you might want to. Well, one thing you can do is pick up the wave and split it with a collector. I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to pick up the Carnage, the Scream, and the other figures, but you can split it with friends, or what you can do is you can look up collectors on Facebook that might be getting rid of the figures individually. They probably just want to keep Scream and Carnage and Venom, whatever, but they're giving up on the BAF figure. You might just want to go ahead and look for sellers online of that kind who split up the wave. So there are lots of ways to get this figure without buying the entire wave. Needless to say, the entire wave has some amazing figures, and you might want to get them as well. If you're getting 1 or 2 or 3 of the figures, might as well get the entire wave. As for which Venom to pick, I still personally like the Yamaguchi, the Revoltech Venom. I think this is still the definitive Venom figure in the 1/12 scale. Not take anything away from this figure. I think this is amazing, but the amazing Yamaguchi, no pun intended, is just truly amazing. That is still my definitive Venom. This one, some sellers on eBay or Facebook might be letting this one go for $40, $50, slightly cheaper than this one. This one is going for $70 or close to $80. So this is not a bad Venom to pick up if you want a really massive hardcore Venom on your shelf. This is the one you want to get. And I don't think I have to say it that this is my least recommended Venom out of all the 3. I mean, if you just need a Venom, you're not really into the character as much as you want to be, or just as any hardcore Venom or Spider-Man collector, sure, why not? This is okay. This will sit nicely on the shelf with your Spider-Man, Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures, no problem. But to be honest, this is the one you want to get. And if you can afford it, this is the one you want to get afterwards. So, very, very nice. Well done, Hasbro. The Marvel Legends series Build-A-Figure Monster Venom. Thanks for watching.